about everybody kind of buying in.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody kind of buying in. And I just want to give us, give the audience an honest take on what we think about this. We haven't watched this video, how it's chopped up, and it's from a Daily Caller, and we'll just run with it. You ready?
Yeah.
This here is the city council meeting on the sanctuary city for transgender individuals in Worcester,
Worcester.
Massachusetts.
Worcester.
Here we
Or
go.
Worcester.
I speak in favor of my city becoming a sanctuary city for people like me. I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT. I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am.
Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community. He is using policy to take away protections. He is making it hard for trans people to renew passports, to get the care they need. He is trying to erase us.
Okay. The first two speakers, what's your take on them, Rick?
So my first two speakers, they got some mental health issues, right? And here's why I say that. Why do you need a trans sanctuary city? We live in the country. You can do whatever you want, right? And I'm sorry, dude, if I look at you and you're a dude and I call you sir and you're a ma'am, dude, you got some issues that you need to go talk to a mental health professional about to get yourself straightened out, right? That's first and foremost. So sorry I offended you, but look at you, clearly you're a dude, right? So quit hiding that. The second one, again, old dude, he, she, whatever, I don't know. It's all fear mongering. Well, Trump's trying to do this and Trump's trying to do that. No, Trump is trying to protect children, right? Because this society has injected into kids, because of the Dems policy, all this crap in their head. And he's stopping children and these medical, I'm going to use my air quotes, medical professionals from doing catastrophic mutilation to these children. You got a problem with that? Shame on you, right? So, hey, you want to sit there and be an adult and go get yourself mutilated and chopped up and do whatever? Hey, that's your call. I just say seek some medical help beforehand, because it's a proven fact. This whole transgender thing is a mental health issue. And how about we give them some mental health help before we sit there and mutilate? How about them apples, right? But at the end of the day, it's all about money. Everything in this country, Mark, where we see all this corruption, all this manipulation. Vanderbilt, prime example, right? Vanderbilt called out secret videos in the meeting, cut them up. We're making 40,000 a whack, schwack them. God, have you lost your mind? You're going to mutilate some child over money? That's the problem, man. All this stuff, it's all money, greed driven. So that's my 2 cents on those two speakers. And number one, why do you need a sanctuary city? Sanctuary for what? Right? That's the question of the hour. You don't feel safe in America? Seems to be your personal problem. I don't feel safe because of all the illegals. How about we get them out? How about we start there? Might feel a little safer. So,
well, I can tell you right now, the first two speakers have not said one specific policy. They haven't pointed to one fact that could be reviewed by anybody.
No.
The first guy, he's every bit of 6'5", but he gets misgendered. Hey, okay. I'm sorry that upsets you, but I'm not sorry because you look like a man. But to me,
you are a man.
The first two are performative, very performative. That's all this is. He's swaying back and forth and making sure, he gets some whoops from the crowd. That's what this seems like to me. Mm-hmm. And again, you're right. I have not heard of any procedure that has been limited for an adult.
Yeah.
I've not heard of any of that. This is mostly aimed towards parents being able to do things to a minor with really, they're not in any position to consent to.
No.
And
I'm
on the side of the child.
Yeah. And I'm on the side of the parent as well. You can't be doing stuff behind the back of the parents to their child, right? The government, the state, the school does not have that right. To me, that's child abuse. How about we lock them people up? There's one for you.
All right, let's continue here.
Yes.
I want you to know that I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. To those claiming.
I 100% disagree with her. She wants to be there. She wants to perform. She put that glitter on her cheek so she could scratch it off and make a mess. This 100% believe. She wants to be in your DMs. She wants you to be emailing her. She wants something to do with this, no matter what the cost.
No, she's painting a fake beard on her face.
Yeah.
For God's sake, you know, it's not Halloween. What's your problem?
She looks like she's having fun to me.
Well, they're on the bandwagon.
All right.
Let's hear the next one.
Yeah.
That making Worcester a sanctuary city could risk federal funding, that's fear mongering.
If you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes.
That was great. Was that the council guy?
Yeah. What are you afraid of?
Keep this rolling here.
Yeah. I mean, you're not selling nobody.
Oh.
But I think Worcester did go with, I think they did all them dopes. I think it was a 9-2. And then the two that voted against, I think they started getting death threats and everything else. So the people that's all afraid, right? They can easily, you didn't agree with us? We're going to go kill you.
So anyway, this is the city of Worcester's city council meeting. And if you're, watching or listening to it on audio, you go check it out. Go to YouTube's or go to X or whatever. It'll be there. Just, type in On the Range Podcast or Warhog Tactical Kelley Fence, and you'll see
Tell
it
us
in there.
What you think, guys.
Yeah,
that's the other thing.
It's a comment, man.
Dude, want to hear what you think.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that's a biological man or not.
I have no idea.
So I guess good job, right? Is that in order?
I don't know.
I'm going to say good job.
Okay. I'm going to say, hey man, you probably need to go talk to somebody, and I'm not the person. So
we've established that she's terrified of Trump more than I am. I agree.
For what? But for what? That's the thing. These people can never tell you. I'm afraid of Trump.
Right.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe she's going to enlighten us.
I hope she does. Let's see. She won't though.
So just for everybody who this really matters, I am going to misgender almost I'm going to say the wrong thing every 5 seconds during this video. So
yeah, I disagree with you, but anyway.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go.
I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
Ooh,
violence, right?
That sounds like violence.
Dude, that sounds like instilling violence into the city of Worcester, right?
Dang.
You either do what I say,
or we're going to force you to do it. Yeah.
Or we're bringing violence.
Man, she went from bubbly and happy to like savage in like a second.
Well, bubbly and happy, but then had the fear of Trump. But then, dude, she's getting her freaking pipe hitters with her, right?
Dude.
Or him or whatever it is. Like, she probably going to grab old boy, the first dude. I mean, I'd want him in my corner, man. Hey, dude, you get a ball bat? We'll go swag some people.
Wow. All right,
how about that, right? Right back to violence. Woo. Doesn't sound like a safe place.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me.
Okay, we're all done here.
Fucking pathetic.
We're all done.
Kids, earmuffs, kids.
Pathetic.
We're all done. Come on.
I ask you all, family, may we pick up our bricks because we will not go down without every silence.
I'm sorry. How many people from that guy that just got off the podium throwing his little hissy fit? How many people do you think he knows that were murdered or killed or whatever because they were transgender? How many people you think he knows?
Nobody.
Not
a one. Right? Because let's be an honest broker. How do I know this? Because if transphobe murders were so big, it would be in every single propaganda agency's feed. I haven't seen one or heard
No.
one. I haven't heard of a one.
As a matter of fact, it's actually been the opposite with mass casualty events, to be honest with you.
Yeah, nobody, here's the thing. Nobody cares about you. Live your life. Don't care. When you start now, if I was in Worcester, I'd have some issues because these people, what they're telling you is you either agree with us or we're gonna start becoming violent.
Yes.
So I'm confused. Like even the messaging, right? This is why I go, it's a mental health crisis. On one second, you're all in fear for your life. In the second one, you're sitting there going, nobody's helping us. Third, you got, oh, my friends have all been murdered. But you either agree with me or we're bringing it. We're bringing the violence. Again, I think you got some issues there, people.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
roll smoke.
family, may we pick up our bricks? Because we will not go down without every silent cis straight person waking up and seeing the blood on their hands.
More violence.
Again, what blood?
Well, more violence, right? But then you got in their clergy style outfit. Not quite sure what they got going on. Here's another one.
The pronoun she and her, and I am disabled cisgender lesbian. The Jesus that I know would be right here in this gallery, lined up to speak during this public comment, standing in solidarity with the brave people here. The Jesus I know would be dressed in full drag and serving face, or wrapped in the garb of a non-binary person who knows one gender is way too small to capture their gloriousness.
I cannot overstate that the United States
Wow,
is rapidly
pause that
sliding
one
into
for a second, buddy. So there's one that's going to play the religious pipe. And I can tell you for a fact, she has not read the Bible once because everything she's saying is false. Because if you look at it, right, and I'm just going to state it like this and then we'll roll. God created man and woman in his image. Nowhere in there was a drag. Nowhere in there was confused. So again, another person twisting. So, and I don't know if she's of any type of religious authority. You can wear whatever clothes you want. But that right there, you're highly confused there, whatever you are. So
I cannot overstate that the United States is rapidly sliding into fascism, and conceding because we are scared of the repercussions validates and allows fascism to continue.
How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
You have the opportunity to stand up to violence and fascism that is spreading all over our country like wildfire.
I am agender, and I use they, them pronouns.
They, them as a singular pronoun has been in use since the 14th century. No one in this room is as old as the 14th century, so I'm going to ask for some adaptation. I invite every member through the chair of City Council to come to my queer studies classroom at Worcester State University. You are all welcome every time, but be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness if you speak out of turn.
The reason that...
Again, violence.
Violence, and we're back to fascism again, right?
Yeah.
Again, that's a play out of the communist playbook, man. Call them Nazis, call them fascist. I guarantee you go, hey, what's a fascist?
Yeah.
Show me the proof, right? Just give me the definition. I had somebody call me a fascist. I was like, well, what's a fascist? That's on you to find out. Wow. Yeah. Okay, dude. Good on you.
There we go. Yeah.
At Worcester needs to be a safe space for trans people is because I can't go home where I can't work. I don't qualify for disability. I can't drive because I'm narcoleptic, and my family doesn't support me because I'm trans, and then come to a city council that won't listen to my voice. I need the city to protect me because no one else will.
How much?
I'm sorry. You know, I think we kind of get the gist of this.
Dude, the confusion, right? I need the city to protect me, but they're going, you either get on board with us or we're going to instill violence. I'm super confused, man. Like,
yeah, they're all over the place. And here's the thing. everything that she or he just said right there, honestly, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. It's got nothing to do with me.
Nope.
If
It's got
you
nothing to do with
have
the
someone
city,
threatening
nothing.
you're in danger, go to the police.
Yeah.
Make a police report. Tell us what do something.
Yeah.
They just never do.
That's the problem, Mark, right? That right there was the prime example of you either get on board or they repeatedly said violence, right? They repeatedly said, you either do this or we're coming after you. Have you lost your mind? Right? I mean, I don't know what instilling threats to a city council meeting means, but again, come on.
You are able to live your life. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how you want to live your life.
What we care about, I'll tell you straight up, here's what we care about. We care about those kids you're mutilating.
Yeah.
Right? That needs to stop. But whatever you hit that legal age, and it's not 16, right? It's at a minimum 18, because that's when they say, hey, you're a quote unquote adult. At that point, you want to go mutilate yourself, go mutilate yourself.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully you're still not on your parents' insurance because they're not going to cover it. But my point being, stop, live your life. You sit there on one side, go, I'm in fear for my life, but then you go, I'm going to instill violence, and you wonder what's going on.
Yeah, and then that one teacher at the state university, yeah, come on in here, but be careful what you say.
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me?
What? I mean, honestly, it sounds to me like just go to her classroom. There's your safe space.
Well, no, her classroom is
Except for you and me.
Constitutional crisis, because I can't speak my mind. Right? I'm using their words, buddy. Their words.
I mean, the whole take for me is honestly, this is what happens when you don't want to upset someone who is suffering from a severe case of a mental illness.
Yeah.
And you keep pandering to it. You keep allowing it. You keep saying that you're wonderful, you're special. And instead of just being honest with them and let them become their person that they want to be, I guarantee if we listen some more, I've seen several of these type of engagements with city councils and some other, some news agencies and open forums and all these other things where you have parents who are saying, I've got 5 kids and all of them are either, queer, gender this, gender that. How is that mathematically possible if you're not giving some kind of input from the parenting side of the house? It's not.
No, and Jordan Peterson brings up a great point. And what it boils down to, I think it was there was one parent, he gave the example that was trans, and then the other one was pan, and he didn't really know what a pan was. It's like the chances of that happening is like umpteen gazillion to 1, right? Like you're fostering that.
Yeah.
That to me, that's where we got some issues.
Yeah.
And I think we'll all agree. And guys, if you disagree, give me something in the comments down below. But it's about how do we protect the children? Because that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're mutilating children. What you do as an adult, nobody cares. And plus, what are you getting for us? Like a trans sanctuary city? I don't even know what that means. Like, how are you unsafe anywhere else? Oh, because I called you, hey, sir. Oh, your feelings got hurt. Sorry, dude. I mean, I still don't know what this sanctuary city, what that even means, what they're trying to gain. With the illegals, I got it. You're trying to keep the illegals there by breaking federal law. But I don't know I don't even know what they're trying to do. That's the sad part. I don't know.
But again, it's another example, this particular meeting of how when you just continue to, instead of calling someone who is suffering from this illness, and making it to be something that they're supposed to embrace, because they're obviously not happy. None of these people, none of them seem happy.
No.
And if you're going to tell me that they are, and they're just trying to live their life, I'm going to call BS, because none of them look like they're happy with what's going on. And, look at me. see me. What are you talking about? If you had things going on that really made you happy and what you're doing is making you happy, you wouldn't care what anybody thinks.
Nope. And that's the part is, here's the thing. We don't care. Live your life. Do what you want. Right. But man, it's just the violent piece is the part I'm raising my eyebrows against. Right. You either do what I say or else. It's all threats.
Yeah. There's plenty of people that are living, great Americans who are living a lifestyle like many of these folks are, who are not screaming, who are not, threatening people, who are not, making a spectacle of themselves for the pure purpose of being putting on a performance. They're just living their lives. And I really believe that.
Yeah. And to those people, my hat's off to you.
Yeah.
But to go out there and be a spectacle, right? That's my point. To be a spectacle, like that one old girl that painted the beard on her face. Is it Halloween? But like, what are you trying to accomplish there?
Yeah,
I don't know.
And honestly, if that makes you happy, I don't care.
But
when
I don't
you start
care.
threatening me,
yeah, that comes the part where it's like you're confusing me.
Yeah,
because your messaging isn't the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm offended because you called me a dude." Well, you look like a dude, right?
Sorry. Sorry. Whatever.
Sorry. I don't know what you want, right?
Right.
We got to move past this. So just live your life, whatever that life is going to be. We don't care. Here's the thing: make the best life you can. Because you've had a bunch of these people, and here's the other part that nobody wants to mention. You've had a bunch of trans people that have made some type of life-altering decision that regret it.
I know.
You have a bunch of them. They won't even address the suicide numbers in the trans community, right? Because you're starting to mess with all these freaking chemicals in their body, chop this off, do this. I had a moment of mental health crisis. What the hell did I do? And what do? They commit suicide.
Yeah.
But we don't address that.
Yeah. And we've said over and over, we're just, first and foremost, we want these kids to have a shot of, becoming the person that they want to become.
Sure.
Through whatever means necessary, but not extreme, pushing the square hole into a round peg stuff. This is ridiculous. And these kids don't have the ability to make those kind of decisions.
No.
We have no idea what they're going to be when you get old enough to make these type of decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing too, is I feel bad for all these folks who are this unhappy.
Yeah.
They're going to have a tough road.
I do too, brother.
Yeah.
I do too.
So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's good to have Rick back, from his training escapades. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave us a comment, and let us have it. You don't like anything we said today, we enjoy hearing the input, and that's what free speech is all about. It's a lot of fun a lot of times, and everybody's been really good though. We haven't had anybody be real vicious in a while. So
I had one old boy that wanted to call me a fascist there on something.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was just curious, what's a fascist, right? You find out. Like anytime you ask him a question, it's always never an answer. It's just like a thrown back at you.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
No.
Say what you want. My title, if you want to give me one, that would be called an American, just like you and you and you, right? That's what I am. I'm American.
Yeah. I know we had that one video of, I was talking about, or the podcast, I was talking about the halftime show. I liked it. And I said that flat out. I said, hey, look, I liked it. I just think, do you think they would go with someone a little bit more mainstream? So you had a lot more eyeballs on all the ad revenue and stuff. Oh man. Oh, of course you said that, blah, blah. All right. I'm telling you, I liked it, but they didn't want to hear it.
Yeah. Hey man,
that was pretty good.
Then it worked for you, right? Here's the thing. Truth be told, I didn't watch nothing. I didn't care, right? I had other things to do. But you know what? I can do that. You can do that. Somebody else, it doesn't matter, right? That's the beauty. Is
free country.
We can do what we want. But I think you hit a great point, Mark, and I want to drive this one home before we close the show, right? Ask yourself this. Are you truly happy with what's up? You truly happy with you? Are you actually striving to be that 1% better every single day? I don't care what it is. I don't care if you do the underwater basket weaving, right? Man, make them the best baskets you can. But if you're into firearms, fitness, finance, family, faith, whatever it is, dude, crush it. 1% better every day. Have your firearms training notebook, play right in there, become a member of the crew. Dude, like-minded individuals. But life is too short. I'm telling you, life is too short to be miserable. And live the best version of you.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, everybody, it was a good show. A lot of fun. Some good videos. Marco Rubio's cooking, man. He did a good job.
Dude,
So just tell us what you think, and then make sure you go to ontherangepodcast.com and check out those past audio shows, and check out all the other websites. There's links to all of them, and make sure you join those email lists. You want to go ahead and close it out, buddy?
Yeah, that's it, man. So to all of you, all my fellow Americans, you guys train hard, or I should say, not only my Americans, but if you're listening to us globally, whoever you're listening, you guys train hard, stay safe, and we'll see you on the range.